Picture a world without electricity, where firelight and the turning of the sun ruled daily life. Between the fall of Rome and the Renaissance, the Middle Ages were marked by hardship, survival, and some truly bizarre professions. Life was short and brutal, but people adapted, creating jobs that seem unthinkable today. These roles were lifelines, born of necessity in a world shaped by plague, war, and superstition. From building cathedrals to surviving in filthy city alleys, people did whatever it took to get by. Today, we're exploring 6 of the weirdest medieval jobs, essential then, unimaginable now. Prepare to be surprised by the forgotten careers that shaped the Middle Ages. In medieval towns, rats weren't just pests. They were deadly, spreading the Black Death. Enter the rat catcher, a wandering expert in rodent control, both vital and reviled. Their arrival was a spectacle. Dead rats strung up as proof of their skill. Rat catchers used traps, trained terriers, and even ferrets to hunt their prey in cellars and sewers. Their work was a chaotic, dangerous dance, often exposing them to disease and injury. Despite saving lives by controlling plagues, they were shunned for their filthy work. Payment was meager, and the risks were high. A single bite could mean death. Yet their profession endured, becoming iconic in later centuries. Rat catchers were immortalized in art and literature, symbols of humanity's fight against unseen threats. They remind us that the most important jobs are often the least glamorous. These unsung heroes braved the darkness so others could live in the light. Their legacy is a stark reminder of life's fragility before modern sanitation. Without them, cities would have been overrun, and plagues even deadlier. The rat catcher's tale is one of grim necessity and quiet heroism. In the shadows, they fought a battle most would rather ignore. Their work helped keep medieval society alive. Look up at a Gothic cathedral's soaring spires, built not by giants but by ordinary men and a remarkable machine, the crane treadwheel. This human-sized hamster wheel hoisted massive stones skyward, powered by operators walking endlessly inside. The job was grueling. Miles walked in place, muscles burning, high above the ground. Blind people often filled this role, their lack of sight perhaps making the heights less terrifying. They relied on touch and sound, operating the wheel with unique focus. Danger was constant. A snapped rope or a moment's exhaustion could be fatal. No safety nets, just trust and endurance. Inside the wheel, the world was reduced to wood, rope, and the rhythm of footsteps. These operators were the engines of medieval construction, lifting civilization to new heights. Their labor is embedded in every stone of Europe's great cathedrals. They were the hidden power behind architectural wonders. Next time you marvel at a cathedral, remember those who walked in the sky. Their sacrifice made the impossible possible. The treadwheel operator's story is one of strength, resilience, and anonymity. They built the heavens, step by step, true unsung architects of the Middle Ages. In the Middle Ages, faith was everything, and the church offered shortcuts to salvation for a price. Enter the pardoner, an official selling indulgences, certificates promising less time in purgatory. For the fearful, this was irresistible, a way to buy peace of mind. But the system was rife with abuse. Many pardoners were con artists, peddling fake relics and false hope. They traveled with fanfare, delivering fiery sermons to stir up fear, then selling their miraculous solutions. Pig bones became saintly relics and greed masqueraded as piety. Pardoners became symbols of corruption, mocked in literature like Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. Their actions fueled resentment and cynicism toward the church. The sale of indulgences became a key grievance leading to the Protestant Reformation. Martin Luther's outrage at this practice helped spark a religious revolution. Eventually, the church abolished the office, admitting the damage done. The pardoner's tale is a warning. Even sacred beliefs can be twisted for profit. Their legacy is one of scandal and reform. They remind us how easily faith can be exploited. The pardoner's story is a lesson in the dangers of unchecked power. Toothache, wound. In the Middle Ages, you'd visit the barber for a haircut, a shave, or even surgery. The barber surgeon was born when the church banned clergy from shedding blood, leaving barbers to fill the gap. With razors and steady hands, they pulled teeth, lanced boils, and even amputated limbs, all in the same chair. The iconic red and white barber pole, it's a relic of this era, red for blood, white for bandages. Their surgical theater was the shop floor with no anesthetic but strong drink or a stick to bite. Barber surgeons set bones, stitched wounds, and performed amputations with little knowledge of germs. Infection was a constant threat, but they became respected tradesmen, forming guilds to regulate their craft. Over time, surgery and barbering split into separate professions. The final divide came in the 18th century, marking the birth of modern surgery. The barber surgeon's story is a glimpse into medicine's evolution, a time when a trim and an amputation were all in a day's work. Their work was grisly, but vital. They bridged the gap between superstition and science. The barber surgeon reminds us how far medicine has come. Their legacy lives on in every barber's pole. From haircuts to healing, they shaped the future of healthcare, a strange, essential chapter in medical history. The medieval textile industry ran on wool, and on the backs of fullers who cleaned and thickened cloth using stale urine. Yes, urine. Its ammonia was a powerful degreaser, perfect for cleansing raw wool. Fullers stomped cloth in vats of urine, water and clay, pounding out dirt and matting fibers together. The work was grueling and the smell overwhelming. Fullers spent hours ankle-deep in caustic, foul-smelling liquid, risking skin and respiratory problems. Yet their labor was vital. Without them, Europe's prized woolen cloth wouldn't exist. As technology advanced, water-powered mills replaced some of the human toil, but the core process remained. Fullers were resourceful, using whatever was available, even the town's chamber pots. Their job is a testament to pre-industrial ingenuity. Nothing was wasted, not even waste itself. The next time you wear wool, remember the fullers' hidden labor. They turned filth into fine fabric. Their work warmed a continent. The fullers' story is one of endurance and necessity. They were the unsung artisans of the textile trade. Through their efforts, medieval society was clothed and comforted. Of all medieval professions, none is stranger than the professional flatulist, a court entertainer whose instrument was their own body. These performers mastered the art of controlled flatulence, producing rhythms and sounds to amuse royalty. The most famous was Roland the Farter, court jester to King Henry II, who earned land for his annual jump, whistle, and fart performance. Far from a joke, flatulists were listed alongside poets and musicians in royal courts. Medieval humor was earthy, and such acts were both hilarious and impressive to their audiences. This profession reveals a culture less constrained by modern propriety. The jester's role was to entertain and subvert, using humor to speak truth to power. The tradition survived into modern times. Le Pétomane wowed Parisian crowds in the 19th century. The flatulist's story is more than a curiosity, it's a window into the universality of entertainment. What's vulgar to one era is art to another. These performers remind us that laughter is timeless, even if the methods are strange. The desire to entertain is universal. The forms it takes are as varied as humanity itself. From rat catchers to flatulists, the Middle Ages teemed with jobs unimaginable today. These professions, born of necessity and creativity, reveal a world both brutal and ingenious. Each role tells a story of medicine, faith, survival, and laughter. They are the unseen threads in history's tapestry, the forgotten hands that built our world. Looking back, we see not just strangeness, but resilience and resourcefulness. Which job surprised you most? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more fascinating history.